There's police behind us.
What I wanted to know...
Ziad, there's police behind us. It's doing...
No, this is not stopping you. Are you a criminal? Did you
I'm
do something
scared.
wrong?
See, there is a police in civil behind us. I don't know if I have to stop
Why
it.
would you stop?
Because he's behind me. Why these things are behind us then?
Because he's behind you and he's going a certain way.
Oh my God.
So for once, we actually got out
But
of
tell
the
me
Middle East.
what it is. Yeah.
And we decided to come to Istanbul to kind of get something fresh, also to meet somewhere that doesn't ban Lebanese people from getting a visa. So to me, traveling is a big part of being happy and kind of being inspired by people's stories and all. So my question to you is, as a designer, how important is it for you to travel more often? Does it inspire you, or have you started to resent it because you travel for clients?
For me, I think the source of becoming the way I became is travel. I think I could never thank my mom enough when I was a kid that she took me traveling. Instead of, buying me a branded shoe or whatever, we would travel. Like all the time we would travel. It molded me. When you see things, even as a kid, when you grow up, aesthetically, functionally, the more you travel, the more you see culture, the more you understand people on the psychology aspect and on the adapting yourself. But then also in the design aspect, you get accustomed aesthetically to so many influences, so many different vocabularies, imaginaries. Like when you're in Istanbul, it's a city that uses so many imaginaries, thousands of centuries of history, of background, and you see it. When you build spaces for people, those influences, those senses get so power 10, you know what I mean? Since I grew up, always people tell me, was it ever an advantage to grow up in France? For example, I said 100%.
Don't go.
Really?
Because
Why?
that's to the left.
Okay, what can I do?
Oh God, you're actually gonna get us killed.
For me, at least, it builds so much of my
Go left.
Of my aesthetics, of my character, of being independent. I remember memories of being 5 or 6 and we were in Hawaii and I had to hustle to go get discount and I had to they would send me do things alone, right? When you're put in new situations in your business, all of those growing up helped me. When you grew up as a kid in France or in Italy or in those places that are full of history and culture, even in Beirut, even in Istanbul, it had a proper imprint on me,
But you don't really put it that much into your designs.
It's the eye for detail. It's true that nowadays, sometimes it became a hassle, to travel, because when it's just for work, just for
I feel like you're actually traveling.
For me, how you tell me I'm talented to find good restaurants, good neighborhoods but
you tell yourself that.
I can by the typology of the place, of the things, the way things are, I can tell.
If something today, the restaurant where it has old money vibes. It's not pretty. It's not gorgeously shiny.
No, but you can tell it's a very good neighborhood with beautiful properties.
Because you've experienced
you can tell the quality
patterns.
of the food is good,
So you're good at identifying.
One of the reasons I became an architect, when I was a kid, I was saying I loved traveling so much that I said I want to become an architect and I want to have a property in Milan, one in Istanbul, one in Paris, one in Dubai, wherever, New York. I love the fact that every place has its own sense, own vibe, its own energy.
So there's a couple of cities that of all the places I've been to, have really stuck to me. And one is Istanbul. I think modern day civilization owes so much to this city.
There's a word in French that's called palimpseste, which means the layers. What I love, and this is what we like in Dubai, is the layers of a city. It's just new. Yeah. You don't feel the layers.
There hasn't enough time.
I love Istanbul because of the layers. All the urban
something that's
landscapes,
always fascinated me when it was quarantine. Yeah. So I just had all these streets around me, and Beirut's been through so much. Right before COVID, we had the revolution, and then these are the same streets I drank at, and I hooked up with people at, and I told stories, and I walked. Because you won't move. Same streets where all those things have happened are the same streets where people got shot and people got attacked by the police. And I'm like, these streets, these typographies.
Yeah, they have they've witnessed. Yeah,
they've really seen it all. I'll end it on one question.
Yeah.
Ideal destination and why?
How much I loved Australia. There's so many places in the world I want to go. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Korea. But no, next I'm probably gonna go to chill in Bali. That's for sure. I need a real vacation. All right. I think I should stop.
I think you should stop, and we're gonna book the trip to Bali. You're already.